Yeah, good morning.
Morning.
17 games unbeaten in the league. It feels good around the club at the moment. Is this your biggest test of the season so far? And what's your assessment of Tottenham and Ange Postecoglou?
Yeah, it's a really tough test. We played, I can't remember an easy game yet, and we played away at Newcastle, for example. It was a tough test. As well, the way Chelsea, obviously, really tough. So the away games so far, they were all, for different reasons, really tough, and the home games were not easy. So, but Tottenham's doing really well. So Ante seems to be a top bloke.
Do you know him?
No, not yet. Looking forward to meet him. Pretty sure everybody knew it already when you saw Celtic playing recent years. What kind of coach he is, how good he is as a coach, and coming out to Tottenham I think they were all desperate for some offensive football, and he's delivering that, obviously, and that in a year when Harry Kane left the club. He's doing extremely well. They do extremely well. Well set up team. Exciting to watch. That will be a real test for both of us. So I don't think that they said no. They don't think they won the game already, but we don't think we lost it already. So we will give it a try.
Are you surprised at how your new look Liverpool has clicked into gear and players are understanding one another's game, particularly Szoboszlai and McAllister?
Yeah.
You are.
Yeah. Because I don't have time frame for these kind of things, or schedule when I think it should be. But the Premier League is Premier League, and preseason. We had a good preseason, a long preseason with a lot of players together. That's the main reason that we could work for a long time together. That helped definitely, and then getting results in moments when maybe recently or previous years things would have gone the other way. Helped us well to grow together. Individually, the quality of the boys is really good. Potential is outstanding. Attitude good, so means good chance for quality. The group is open for new things. We called it a new start. This is year one for this team. That's I know these are only words, but we live it as well. And so we gave ourselves a chance to create a basis and use it, and not constantly comparing with other teams, even when we were involved in that from recent years, when we won things or not. That's not about that. You never win things because you won it before. You, if at all, you win it because you are now good enough. And we don't know how good we are. We don't know how stable it all is, but we all see as well that there are good moments in the games, and that's what we want to increase.
Do you have Trent Alexander-Arnold fit for tomorrow, and are there any other issues elsewhere?
Trent trained yesterday normal, will train today normal, so then we have to make a decision. He will be in the squad. I'm not a doctor, so I cannot make that decision, but it looks like he can be in the squad tomorrow and play. Stefan had a little setback. It's like the problem with Stefan is I can imagine everyone wants him to play more. I want, but we have to be really careful. And now he has a little tiny calf issue. That's how it is when you're 6 months out, and we try everything to get him up to speed without pushing him in. We train him, we make a very specific plan for him. But in the end, it's disappointing for him, of course, but for us as well, that he got another one. So we have to take him out a little bit. He can work on pretty much everything else, but not now, not playing. So that's it, I would say. Thiago still out. Connor still out. Yeah, I think that's it.
Just any views on the investments into the club via a minority stake being sold by FSG? Not money for transfers for you, though. Are you happy with the way it's being invested?
Is it already invested?
Well, in terms of where the money is.
Yeah, absolutely. That's how it is. It's I can understand people. Money in football is all about spending, I get that. I'm part of it as well in moments. I want to spend money as well, but in this moment in time, we should not forget we built in the recent years. We are now building a new stand, which will improve. I'm not sure how that will happen, but it'll improve the best atmosphere in the world anyway. So then we built another stand, the main stand. We built a training ground. We bought the Melbourne bag. Did a lot of stuff which keeps that club in a healthy state for a long, long time. And so if somebody comes in and helps us to do so, then it's absolutely great. And it's not that we need a budget now for 200 million that we can spend for the team, but the better place we are in, the more we can spend anyway. So we are in a year where we don't play Champions League, which we all know is a massive financial blow for a football club, but invested anyway, improved the team anyway in the summer, which is difficult but possible. And so, yeah, it's good news. It's just good news, and it was money which will be well used, let me say it like that.
Harris?
Yeah, I want to ask a bit more about Dominik Szoboszlai. He's obviously impressed fans so much so early on, but just how impressive you've been with him, and what kind of impact has he made as well in the dressing room and in the training ground every day?
Yeah, I'm impressed as well. That's clear. I didn't know him as a footballer, but not as a person before. And the boy is impressive. Is really smart. Is really nice. As well, a really good lad. Is close with everybody. Was very close. You have these people coming into a room and then clicking with everybody. He has that. So probably the charisma, however we want to call that. And yeah, was in the team in an instant. That's clear. And was so happy to come here. It was really nice to see. It was really nice to see how much it meant to him. And yeah, that's it. And if you are in if that's the mood you are in yourself, then obviously it's a good situation to play your best football. That's what he pretty much did from the beginning. He's a natural fit boy. He's endurance talent. Knows that really quick. And all the rest, we learn step by step about each other. So he never played the position he was playing for us now in that way. He even played for us on 6-6, which is definitely never played. And yeah, we learn together where it can go. That's it. It's like it is with the other boys, but it's a real joy to work with. That's clear.
Juliet?
Yeah, and just to pick up on what you were saying earlier about the test for both yourselves and Tottenham, but with the good feeling around this team that you're building this season, should you be successful against Tottenham on Sunday, will that just give you further indication of how good this squad, this group of players you're building can be? You touched on not being in the Champions League this season, but that, I assume, is the aim to be there next year.
Yeah, Tottenham is not in European football at all. That just will be, and that's now makes then these other things. Tottenham is not in European football. Chelsea is not in European football. So that two heavyweights, not in European football, and having the whole week to train when others travel and stuff like this, not only us, all the others. So it's a massive advantage. So getting into Champions League will be a massive and difficult task this year because of well-rested, big animals. So I don't know, but the performance is as important. It's as important to understand where we are. Yes, would I take each performance if it means 3 points to us? Yeah, but it wouldn't give me an indication to where we are in our development. So I have to see the game and know then, and then I know what I can make of it. I don't know it beforehand. We all know there will be dips and stuff like this, and there will be difficult moments and things. That's what I say. I don't know how stable we are. We are not stable. Our start in the game is not great. It's not great. We show we can adapt. We show we learn in the game. We show we use half time pretty well, but it's not that our meeting before the game is useless. And then it's halftime. Finally, we can find the right words. It's not like that. So I think we are better prepared than we look sometimes. And there's a lot of work to do, and it's a long, long road. And Tottenham is one tough game. It's a tough week with Tottenham away. When you're at home, and then Brighton away is a tough week. So if you want, these are all tests clear. But it's better to go in these kind of games and these kind of tests with good results in your back than with bad results in your back, because just feels better now. Let's see what we can make.
Right.
Jürgen, Wataru Endo, particularly in the second half in midweek, how encouraged were you by his performance? Because I think by his own admission he's found it a little bit difficult on occasion so far.
Yeah, I was not surprised, because that's how he's training. I said that before, he's in training already there. I was not too happy with the way I described the situation with his polite, but it's just, if you're not native, that makes life sometimes really difficult, even when you all think I'm not 8 years in, should maybe speak better English, but it's, you have people, there are some people have a personality getting into something and taking everything. And you have the others, they come in and look left and right and think, okay, let's have a look first. And that says nothing about your person, it's just your character. But both can succeed. It's just different time scale. And now we have one new player and two new players probably with Dom and Maka, who just step in and hello, here we are. With later Ryan, obviously, who is doing pretty well as well. And then you have the fourth one and say, well, I'm not really sure. So if we don't give people time anymore, what kind of world is that? And I was not surprised. That's how he trains. It looks really good. It's super promising, and it's exactly what we wanted. And he's a top guy. And so I'm really happy for him that he could show the outside world a first glimpse of his quality. And it's really nice. And with all the attention, understandable attention on Dominik's goal, the pass was as good, because I didn't see any space between the two players. Dom told me later, I hoped he sees me. Yeah, he saw you, but then he still has to think there's enough space for the ball between the other players. So that was a top pass. Passes we missed in the past. That's the truth as well, to get these balls through, and he played so many forward balls, so that was really good. So he's in on a good way, and I was really happy for him to show in the second half this sign.
Tottenham in great form, Liverpool in great form, both best offensively, front foot managers, front foot teams. It's going to be quite an occasion, isn't it? But when you're up against the talent of Maddison and Son at the top end of the pitch, and I know Maddison's been dropping in a little bit deeper.
Kulusevski, Johnson, Richarlison, Sar. Yeah, all good, yeah. I know. What was the question?
Yeah, so how do you go about best coping with that sort of threat? I know attack is the best form of defence, but it's not always that simple, isn't it?
It is that simple, it's just not that simple to execute. That's true as well. Yeah, both teams will play football. That's good news and a little bit new news, because that's always a different approach for Tottenham. In the recent years, it was always that you played against maybe the best counter-attacking team in the world. It's unbelievable what they set up there. It's like, we spoke about that before the game. If you lose a ball wherever, the next ball will find Kane, and Kane will find Son, and they end up in the 1-1 situation with the goalie. And it was pretty much not to defend. Oh, a smart way to do it, but now it's much more possession-based. It's much more based on own ideas, creative ideas, stuff like this. So, yeah. In Analyze, we saw obviously that they have equality, but like they will have found things where we are not perfect. So we found things where they are not perfect, or were not. That's always another one. They do the Analyze as well, and they have a full week to work on all these things, so they can. Since they played last time, I'm not sure how many sessions they had. They can create new routines for set pieces, stuff like this, and can change the whole way they defend in 1 week. They can change the whole way they attack in 1 week. So that's a massive advantage. And Ante looks like I know he's a top coach, and he enjoys what he's doing. So they will have spent some time with creating difficulties for us. we recovered and at a game and have a very important session today, and then we hope we are as good prepared as well, and then we will see.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.